Hi, this is Satiris Basigaropoulos from AskSatiris.com, and this is day 13 of my video challenge. And today's video I want to talk about some of my biggest blogging mistakes. Whenever I actually got started online on the internet, one of the first things I did was I got this site builder, and inside the site builder I created, I created some posts. But when I say posts, I mean they weren't even posts. They were, maybe a line or two lines of writing, and I would have, put banners and all kinds of things. Right? It was at the very beginning. It would have been, probably, I know, maybe maybe 2006 or something, maybe something like that. And I had absolutely no clue, because at that time I hadn't paid for any courses or anything, and I really didn't know what I was doing. I was sort of trying to do everything for free, and that was a bit of a waste stage, but it was also a bit of a learning stage where I learned things that didn't work. So the first blogging mistake that I made was that I didn't write content. So I didn't write content that was targeted for my market. Okay, so that was the first thing. At the time you needed to write posts of 300 or 400 words, but I was, sometimes doing 4 or 5 lines. It was ridiculous. And then putting a banner on it, and some product for sale, or maybe a video or something. So that was the first thing. The second mistake I made was, the next step from that was I went to an internet marketing seminar, and this was my very first attempt. I bought this business in a box course with all these businesses in a box that you could sell. And I remember I bought a shopping cart. It was first shopping cart at the time, and I made these different sites in the world for these different niche products. There was like products, like scrapbooking for beginners, and organic gardening for beginners, and some of these different health, like how to cure different problems, diseases, and help people with health challenges. So anyway, my other biggest mistake was I used this site builder called Trillian Web Page, I remember, and I created about 300 sites. And, I didn't really need to create, at the time, original content, and, and basically these sites were all copycat sites, so they were all like the same. So there was like probably, hundreds of other people with exactly the same content, the same websites. And I made I think I made 350 of these websites or something crazy, and set up buy buttons with my shopping cart. And then I did a paid ad with Google AdWords for 2 of them, and within a day I'd got some sales came, and I was like really, really excited. I was like, yeah, this is brilliant, happy days. But I'd set up 3 campaigns, and one was selling a property investing book, and one was for organic gardening that day, I remember, and the other one was for scrapbooking. Now I sold an ebook for organic garden, I think it was £13, and then I sold an ebook for scrapbooking for beginners for I think it was £16. But in the meanwhile, I'd set up a Google AdWords campaign, and the third AdWords campaign that I set up for the property book, by mistake, I had put the decimal point in the wrong place. So instead of putting the book for 50p a click, I'd put the book for £5 a click. And because I'd done it for a couple of days and thought it was working really well and I was getting good at it, and it was affordable and everything, I thought, I'll just, instead of capping it off at £5 a day, I'll just leave it. I'll not put a cap on it. So anyway, I made these two sales, and it was when I realised that this stuff really works. But while I made sales from the two products, the other product, the property book, ended up getting loads of clicks, right? And they were really high price clicks. And I got a Google AdWords bill. I think it was something like £300 or something completely stupid. Something completely stupid. So that was one of my other biggest blogging mistakes that I made. Another big blogging mistake that I actually made at the very beginning for the first while was I didn't understand how autoresponders worked. And I remember in my head, right, in my head, what an autoresponder would be something that's like automatic, right? But coming from the lazy person's thinking, when I was thinking of automatic, I was thinking like, you'll buy this thing and it'll just automatically respond to people. So I remember I bought, it was at the time I think Aweber or something, and when I opened it there was nothing in it and it was empty and I was completely confused and I was like, what do I do here? And I said, oh, this is rubbish, this is rubbish, this isn't an autoresponder at all, this is some this is some junk and I don't know how to use it. So I think I cancelled it at the time because I thought, I didn't know how to build a list or anything. I had no idea and it just sounded like really complicated. And I had no mentor, I had no one to show me. So there was this product, and I think it was like $100 or something that was going about, and it was called this autoresponder system or something that makes you sales or something. And it was like one of the most spammy things you can ever imagine. And I bought this bit of software, and I can't remember, but I think you added people's emails into it or something. And it had this sequence of like these 100 really spammy emails. And they were like the most spammy, crazy emails, that you've ever heard. And they had everything all written out. And I think the only thing you need to do was put your link or something in it. But I thought this is really cool. Just press the button and like, all these, hundreds and thousands of people are going to get all these emails, all these spammy emails. So I thought this was great for a while until I realised, how spammy it actually was, what I was doing. And then I stopped, and then, I paid a lot of money, did a lot of marketers courses and stuff, and then I learned how to, set up my autoresponder and, create my blogs and WordPress and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I would say those were definitely quite big earlier on blogging mistakes that I made at the very beginning. Another blogging mistake that I made at the very beginning, which I did further on, even up until maybe a couple of years ago, was that I created a lot of different lists, and sometimes I would have just sent an email to everybody, and I think that's a complete mistake. Some people will still do it, but like my lists were so varied because I had such varied websites. That doing that was a bit crazy. For example, I would have like websites selling energy certificates, and then I would have websites, on health and wellness, and then I'd have websites on conspiracy theories. I'd have websites on, alternative health and internet marketing and blogging and make money online and finance and debt websites about debt and websites about all these different subjects. So sometimes I would send an email to just everybody, and then I'd get all these unsubscribers. I wondered why, and it's really because some person got an email that they subscribed to buy something, to buy an energy certificate. Next thing they got an email about the latest blogging tool or something, right? And they were like, who is this guy, or who are they? So it wasn't relevant. Or, there was at a few lists of appliance repair people locally who wanted their appliance repaired. So you can imagine if you, filled in your name and email to get your washing machine fixed, somebody sent you an email saying, you want to buy this £3,000 blogging system, you're going to go, what are these people on, right? So these would have been some of the blogging mistakes that I made at the very beginning. So if you're just starting out, you could save yourself a lot of hassle from learning the way I did, and feel free to go to my website, asktierce.com. There's a live chat down at the bottom, and feel free to send me a message, and I'd be happy to give you a free 30-minute coaching session just to look over your ideas and what you want to do and stuff, and tell you the pros and cons and how to go about doing things and stuff. So that's it from me for the video today. I will see you again tomorrow in the next 30-day video challenge video. Bye for now.